a big challenge I think traders and investors have is dealing with the probability model in trading and investing, but still having confidence and certainty in their execution. And it's a bit of a paradox that all traders and investors and even poker players face. How do I have certainty and confidence even though I'm in a probability model? And there's an answer to that question, and you can transcend that paradox. And what I hope to do in this video is share some insights on that. Now, if I was to come up to you and say to you that you're always positive, never negative, always happy, never sad, always supportive, never challenging, always nice, never mean, would you believe me? And if you're being 100% truthful with yourself, you'd probably say, no, that's not the case. Sometimes the other way. And if I was to come up to you and I was to say that you're always negative, never positive, always challenging, never supportive, always mean, never nice, always angry, never happy, that type of stuff, would you believe me? And the answer, if you're being 100% truthful with yourself, would be no. But then if I was to come up to you and say, sometimes you're nice, sometimes you're mean. Sometimes you're supportive, sometimes you're challenging. Sometimes you're positive, sometimes you're negative. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. You'd probably say, yep, I believe you. I have a level of certainty that that's true. So what I would love to share here is that we can only have certainty if we're balanced, if we're aware of both sides. Because every human being innately knows they have two sides. Every human being innately knows that every event has two sides to it. So we can only have certainty if we're embracing both sides. So when we backtrack to that question of how can I have certainty and confidence in my execution as a trader, the short answer here is don't have unrealistic, one-sided expectations on the outcome. You see, if you have an expectation that this position I'm going to put on has to be a winner, it has to be positive, it has to go in the direction I call, you're not going to have certainty in that because you innately know that it could do the opposite, it could be a loss. But if you have an expectation on the market that I'm putting this position on because it matches my processes, it matches my trading plan, the criteria I have in that, I'm unencumbered by the outcome because either win or loss, I understand there are both benefits and drawbacks to equal degree, then you can have a level of certainty to that because that's truth that you can measure in the markets. So the way you have certainty and confidence in your execution as a trader is to first and foremost have realistic, balanced expectations of what you perceive the outcome to be. In fact, what I encourage all traders to do is to not focus on the outcome of a position, but to execute on positions because their trading plan has been met through certain criteria. And then understanding that that position can go either way. It can be a win or it could be a loss. But if you have an unrealistic expectation that it has to be a winner, it has to be one-sided, you're going to have a level of uncertainty, you're going to have a level of stress in your body and in your mind because you innately know that's not true. Remember, you can only have certainty when you're balanced. You can only have certainty when you see both sides. Therefore, you can only have certainty if you have realistic expectations in the market that that position can go either way. But the reason you're taking it is because it's meeting a certain criteria in your trading plan and you know over a long period of time that has an edge and that's proven to play out.